Hello and welcome. If you're watching this, you're probably starting to think seriously about buying a home, maybe for the very first time. That's an exciting place to be, and it can also feel a little overwhelming. There are new words, new numbers, and a lot of people telling you a lot of different things. So, over the next 10 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the whole process from your very first step to the day you actually get your keys. By the end, you'll have a clear roadmap and the confidence to take the next step. Let's get started. Before we dive into the details, let's zoom out because once you see the whole journey, everything that follows will make a lot more sense. Buying a home really comes down to 7 steps. First, you get financially ready. Second, you get pre approved by a lender. Third, you find a real estate agent you trust. Fourth, you start searching and visiting homes. Fifth, you make an offer on the one you love. Sixth, you get the home inspected and appraised. And seventh, you close on the loan and walk away with the keys. That's it. That's the whole process. From start to finish, most buyers complete this journey in 3 to 6 months. So let's take it one step at a time. Step one is the foundation. Get your finances in shape. There are really three numbers that matter. The first is your down payment. You've probably heard you need 20% down, and that's the classic goal because it lets you avoid private mortgage insurance. But it's not the only option. There are conventional loans with as little as 3 to 5% down, FHA loans, VA loans for veterans, and first time buyer programs in many states. So don't let the 20% rule scare you out of even starting. The second number is your debt to income ratio. Lenders add up all your monthly debt payments and divide by your gross monthly income. Most want to see that number below 43%. The lower, the better. The third number is your credit score. A score of 620 or higher will open most conventional loan doors. 740 or higher gets you the best interest rates. And one quick tip, aim to have 3 to 6 months of mortgage payments saved on top of your down payment. You'll need that for closing costs, moving, and the inevitable surprises that may come with a new house. Step two is one of the most important and most overlooked steps, getting pre approved. Pre approval is a letter from a lender that says in writing exactly how much they're willing to lend you based on a real review of your income, credit, and debts. It tells you your true budget and it tells sellers you're a serious qualified buyer. Now, you may also hear the word pre qualification. Those are not the same thing. Pre qualification is just an estimate based on what you tell the lender. Pre approval is the real deal, and it's what you want before you start touring homes. To get pre approved, your lender will ask for things like 2 years of tax returns, your most recent pay stubs, bank and investment statements, photo ID, social security number, and a list of your monthly debts. It sounds like a lot of paperwork, but most of it sits in folders you already have. Get this letter in hand before you fall in love with the house, not after. Step three, find a great real estate agent. I cannot overstate this. Your agent is the single biggest lever in the whole process. A great agent will save you tens of thousands of dollars and a tremendous amount of stress. A weak agent can cost you both. Four quick rules. One, ask for referrals. Friends, family, your lender, they're all great sources. Look for someone who has closed deals in the specific area you want to buy. Two, interview at least two before you commit. Ask about their experience, their typical client, and how they handle negotiation when it gets tense, because it will. Three, check local expertise. Neighborhood level knowledge beats national brand every time. Ask how many homes they've closed within 5 miles of where you're shopping in the past year. And four, understand the contract. When you find your agent, you'll sign a buyer representation agreement. Read it. Know how long it lasts and know exactly how your agent gets paid. Step four, and this is the fun part, you start searching and visiting homes. Before you tour a single property, sit down with the people you live with, your partner, your kids, whoever, and split your wish list into two columns, must have and nice to have. Must haves are the non negotiables: your commute, the number of bedrooms, the school district, if that matters to you, and your absolute maximum monthly payment. Nice to haves are everything else: updated kitchen and bathroom, a yard, a garage, the style, curb appeal, whether you want to move in ready or you're open to a project house. Why do this exercise first? Because when you walk into a beautiful house with the wrong number of bedrooms or a brutal commute, your heart will try and talk your head into ignoring the deal breakers. The list keeps you honest. When you tour, take photos, take notes, and after every visit, give the home a quick gut check score. By house number 4 or 5, they all start to blur together, trust me. Step 5, you've found the one. Now you make an offer. And here's the thing most first time buyers don't realize: an offer is not just a number, it's a package, and every piece of it can be negotiated. The first piece is the price, what you're actually willing to pay for. Your agent will pull up what we call comps, recently sold homes nearby that are similar to the one you want, so your offer reflects the real market, not the seller's list price. The second piece is earnest money, usually 1 to 3% of the price deposited in escrow to show the seller you're serious. The third piece is contingencies. These are the conditions that let you back out and get your money back. The big three are the inspection contingency, the financing contingency, and the appraisal contingency. Don't waive these casually. The fourth piece is the closing date, when you will actually take possession. Sellers often care about this almost as much as the price. And the fifth piece is the human touch. In a competitive market, a clean, simple offer, or sometimes a short letter to the seller, can edge out a higher bid. The seller accepted your offer. Congratulations. But the work isn't over yet. The next 30 to 45 days are what we call due diligence. Three big things happen. First, the home inspection. You hire a licensed inspector. Your agent will have recommendations, and they spend 2 to 4 hours going through the home: the structure, the roof, the electrical, the plumbing, the HVAC system. You get a detailed report, sometimes 100 pages long. If there's a major issue, you can ask the seller to fix it, ask for a price reduction, or if it's bad enough, walk away. Second, the appraisal and final loan processing. Your lender hires an appraisal to confirm the home is actually worth what you're paying. At the same time, your lender will ask for any last bits of paperwork. Please send them quickly. And one conditional rule: don't open any new credit cards, don't finance a car, change jobs if you can avoid it. Any of those things can blow up your loan at the last minute. Third, closing day. You'll sit at a table, or sometimes virtually, and sign somewhere between 40 and 60 pages of documents. You'll wire your remaining funds, and then someone hands you a set of keys. Plan for 1 to 2 hours. Bring water and a snack. So let's recap. Buying a home is a big decision, but it's not a mystery. Save deliberately. Get pre qualified before you shop. Hire an agent you trust. Tour homes with intention, knowing the difference between your must haves and your nice to haves. Negotiate the whole package, not just price. And lean on your team, your agent, your lender, your inspector through closing. Take it one step at a time. You don't need to know everything today. You just need to take the next step today. Thank you for watching, and welcome home.